The Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Ààrẹ Gani Adams, has said the involvement of Miyetti Allah on issues of Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn should not be beyond mere appearance as observers. Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn is a security outfit organized in the southwestern part of Nigeria to combat the menace of Fulani herdsmen, to combat crime in general. They said limit Miyetti Allah's involvement to appearance at public hearings. Gani Adams, who spoke while speaking at the public hearing on Oyo State Security Network Agency Bill, held Parliamentary Building Secretariat Ibadan, said we cannot conclude this memorandum without making a reference to the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association about stance that they shall be here present today in all of the 6 states houses of assembly to be in sitting at this public hearing. Now, as you all know that Miyetti Allah Koter, as they call themselves, they are cattle herdsmen in general. They call themselves socio-cultural group. This group have been the one that have been speaking very loud against Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn, the security outfit that was created to combat crimes and the menace of Fulani herdsmen. And because of the present administration, this regime of Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, the president of Nigeria, they've had much more voice, and there seems to be no caution to what this group, to what they say. And this is not the only group that are in charge of cattle hearing in Nigeria. There are a lot of herdsmen with different factions and groups and names all over. But right now, Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association seems to be one of the biggest, maybe the biggest. And they are the one that is using the federal government of Nigeria to put pressure on other regions so as to establish their own rules and regulation and whatever they need on the masses, on the rest of the southern part of Nigeria. They also claim that they have the largest land mass and they have the highest population. But one wonder what the population and this land mass is for if they will not make use of their land mass, and they can actually have the standard locations and ranches just like every other countries where they can actually do their business. But in the case of Miyetti Allah, they claim that they will not be able to provide for their cattle, as they claim that one cattle spends 2,500 naira per day when it comes to water and food, and that they cannot afford that. So they have to go around the whole nation looking for people's farms, looking for pastures here and there, and feeding on other people's farm produce, drinking water from lakes, and just generally disrupting the system. And coupled with this, the president claimed that they have Hausa Fulani with sticks. But what people have found over time is that the Hausa Fulanis have weapons. Some have AK-47. Some of them have used this opportunity to become criminals. They've used these opportunities to go kidnap people and take them into the bush, into the forest. And they will do this with weapons and other forms of very dangerous ammunitions and weapons and all of those fighting and criminal equipment. So this has brought concerns to the regions of the south, and the southwest have decided to take up this without mincing words, without even exchanging any form of talk with any other person. They decided to come up with this group, and it is established already. They have their uniform, they have the bosses, and the 6 governors of the southwest decided to come together to put this together. Different voices were raised here and there, and these voices that were raised are simply voices from the north. They kept repeating certain narratives about how they are undermining the power of the president by creating a security outfit to combat crime, which they Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn and the groups and all of the it's a standard group, and they decide to take this they decide to put this, they decide to legalize this. And that is why we have the House of Representatives in the states listening to the bill of Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn and how they can actually standardize and make sure things work in the right direction. This Amotekun has come to stay. Now, Are Ono Kankan for Yoruba land is saying that, and I'm going to repeat what he said, whilst we do not deny them the opportunity to be present observers, however, the granting of observer status to those who constitute the most our sources of insecurity should not go beyond mere appearance. We the Yorubas are not to be taken for granted, and we are not to be insulted by those who have taken our hospitality to mean that they can have a sense of entitlement. Now, representatives of the group, Yakubu Bello, in his speech calls for recruitment of their members into the Amotekun Corps so that they can help in fishing out criminals amongst them. Other stakeholders at the event said they urged the government to ensure responsibility, to also ensure people are responsible, people that are working in this Amotekun. They want them to be responsible people and not people that they will definitely be criminals or saboteurs. Now, about the issues of Yakubu Bello bringing up the involvement of Hausa Fulanis into Amotekun, it's a very funny thing how these people speak from two sides of their mouth. And it's so funny how bold they are to speak. How can that be possible? How can this be possible? The story of Operation Amotekun has been trending since last year, 2019, and that has been generating a series of arguments for and against the Southwestern Security Outfit as the events unfold. A lot of sub-issues have started springing up here and there. These issues, to some, are a threat to national unity and our democracy, supposed democracy. But for me, I beg to differ in all of this. The major reason for establishing the security outfit is to at least secure, or rather, we can use the word firm up the security architecture in the southwestern part of the country, which comprises of Ogun State, Oyo State, Ekiti, Lagos State, Osun State, and Ondo State. More so, the incidents of kidnapping, banditry, and the rest, which are becoming so rampant in the part of the nation, the southern part of the nation, not because it doesn't happen in the north, but then let's focus on the south. This has prompted the establishment of the security outfit. How can you open your eyes and allow armed bandits kill your people, destroy your properties, and still have a voice to shout and scream and tell you that they won't be part of your group? Now, the recent agitation of the inclusion of the Ment Hausa Fulani into Operation Amotekun is simply funny. This is funny. It's so funny how certain people speak in a certain way. How can you become part of a group in the southwestern part of Nigeria? Go to your region, create your ISBA, focus on your group and stay in your region. Now, the reasons Operation Amotekun cannot accommodate non-Yorubas, I'm going to quickly go through a few of them. Trust and lack of sincerity of purpose. Over the years, Ment Allah held series of press release threatening people from other ethnic group because of their cows. And we know it has even been said on the floor of the Senate that an average Hausa Fulani will do everything for their cows, meaning cows are more of importance than humans. So how can people with such ideology stay together, be a part of a group? How can we even stay together as Nigeria? Now, it's so funny hearing the Ment Allah begging to join Operation Amotekun. They claim that if they join Amotekun, they will be able to identify kidnappers and armed bandits who are Hausa Fulani. The question here is, why did they deny it that Hausa Fulani people are among the bandits threatening the southwest? How were they not denying it before that Hausa Fulanis carry sticks alone, they don't carry weapons? So why do you want to be part of this group so that you can fish out the criminals in your group? Simply put, you will come to an agreement that you have criminals littered in your group, in the Ment Allah, in the Hausa Fulani, herdsmen, and the rest of that too. Now let's go to the next one. Operation Amotekun is majorly for Yorubas. And now someone want to ask, what security outfit created in the north that has the Yorubas or non-Hausas joining the outfit? Don't they have Yorubas living in the north? Maybe few, or some Igbos trading in the north. So why and how is it possible that an Hausa man wants to be part of a security outfit in the southwestern part of Nigeria or southeastern part of Nigeria when none of that is possible in their own region. So these are the things that cause for concern. It's simply mediocrity. They are just playing, lip service, or are they just fooling themselves? Whatever it is. Now, the advice to them is that they should ride ready to abide by the laws bordering on security in the Southwest. That's just it. That's the end of it. There is no other way that such group of people will be allowed into Amotekun. So these are the points that I've come to look into in the issues of Amotekun, and the Hausa Fulani is trying to muscle their way in or beg their way in, or whatever way it is. They're trying to secure their criminal activities or whatever it is. They claim it is Amotekun was created to combat or to attack them, but it is actually to combat criminal activities, and that is what they need to understand. So Arion Okankanfo has said what he has to say. He said these people should not be given a voice. These people should not be given an opportunity, apart from being a mere observer. We should take note of that word, mere observer. They should not be a deciding factor. They should not be a voice. They should not decide on anything. Amotekun is for the Southwest, and I think at this point it's better they begin to drum that separation very loud and clear, so as to do away with all of this complexity. We don't need all of these. These are issues that are dragging the nation down, dragging the people down, and the only people benefiting from this are the criminals at the ends of affairs. So that's just what it is. Arion Okankanfo say enough is enough. So do you agree? Are you resonating to this? Enough of nonsense. Do not allow these people to speak or be a deciding factor, or even try to infiltrate the system with whatever they want to come up with. That's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, we can grow it together, and it's easy. Just tap on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell. Make sure it's tapped. It's just down there on your right. And if you're already a member of this channel, I say a very big thank you for the support. Thanks for stopping by.